The 1990s weren't just another decade for trucks. They were a power revolution. Bigger engines, tougher frames, and new technology that took hauling, towing, and durability to a whole new level. These weren't just trucks. They were the machines that rewrote the definition of power for an entire generation. Get ready for the 10 trucks that redefined power in the 90s. The beasts that changed the game and proved the 90s had horsepower the world wasn't prepared for. Number 1. Scania 143M V8 1991. The Scania 143M V8 is widely considered one of the greatest heavy-duty trucks ever produced, and in the 1990s it ruled European highways like a king. This truck carried a legendary status for one main reason: its V8 engine. At a time when most trucks hovered between 320 and 400 horsepower, the 143M came out swinging with high-output variants offering up to 500 horsepower. That kind of performance was mind-blowing for its era. You could hear the roar of its V8 from a distance, a deep, thunderous sound that became its signature and turned it into a cult icon among truckers. What separated the 143M from many trucks of the 90s was its balance of raw power, reliability, and longevity. This machine wasn't just fast, it was incredibly strong under heavy loads. Fleet operators trusted it for hauling massive trailers across steep European alpine routes where weaker trucks struggled. The V8 delivered relentless torque from low RPMs, allowing the 143M to hold its speed on long uphill climbs with minimal gear changes, something drivers loved and admired. The truck's chassis was engineered to endure harsh working conditions. Whether it was pulling timber from Scandinavian forests, transporting machinery across Eastern Europe, or running high-speed motorway freight, the 143M delivered exceptional stability and durability. Bridging that strength with comfort, Scania designed the cab with ergonomic controls, excellent visibility, and top-tier insulation for its time. Long-distance drivers often spent weeks on the road, and the 143M made their journey easier with comfortable sleepers, well-placed controls, and a smooth ride. Another defining factor of the 143M was its customization appeal. Truckers around Europe personalized these trucks with lights, paintwork, exhaust stacks, and chrome, turning them into rolling showpieces. Today, restored 143Ms still appear at truck festivals and are treated like vintage supercars, rare, powerful, and unforgettable. It wasn't just a truck, it was a revolution that defined European V8 trucking heritage. Number 2. Scania, the 164L 199. If the 143M defined early 90s power, the Scania 164L exploded into the late 90s like a nuclear blast. Introduced in 1999, the 164L became the most powerful production truck of the decade, with its monstrous 16-liter V8 engine, delivering up to 580 horsepower, numbers unheard of in 1990s Europe. This single truck forced competitors to rethink their definition of power. Scania had rewritten the rulebook. The 64L wasn't just powerful on paper. It delivered real-world muscle. Fully loaded with heavy freight, it could climb steep European mountain passes with surprising ease, holding speeds that left other trucks struggling behind. The torque delivery was smooth yet forceful, giving drivers confidence even on challenging terrains. The 580 V8 variant became notorious for its raw strength, often used in heavy haulage, machinery transport, and long-distance operations where time and performance mattered. The truck's aerodynamic streamlined cab helped reduce drag while maintaining the classic Scania look. Inside, the 164L elevated driver comfort to a new level. The spacious cabin featured thicker insulation, improved materials, better climate control, and an advanced dashboard for its era. This meant less fatigue during long hauls, allowing drivers to take full advantage of the truck's performance. The 164L wasn't just a machine, it became a status symbol. Owning one in the 90s meant you commanded the roads. The V8 badge on the grille represented dominance, prestige, and engineering brilliance. Even today, truck collectors and enthusiasts pay a premium for well-maintained 164Ls, especially the 580 models. Many consider it one of the greatest trucks Scania ever built. The 64L didn't just redefine 90s power. It marked the beginning of a new era where trucks weren't just tools, but engineering masterpieces capable of extraordinary performance. Number 3. MAN F2000, 1994. The MAN F2000 arrived in 1994 and quickly established itself as one of the most capable and advanced heavy-duty trucks of the decade. It was engineered during a time when MAN was pushing the limits of German durability and efficiency, resulting in a truck that delivered massive pulling strength without sacrificing longevity. The F2000 earned a reputation for thriving in some of the toughest environments Europe and the Middle East could offer. Powering the F2000 were MAN's robust engines, including the D2866 and the later D2876, both known for their strong torque curves and exceptional fuel efficiency. These engines turned the F2000 into a road warrior capable of hauling heavy loads across mountain ranges and desert routes while maintaining consistent power. The truck excelled in long-distance transport as well as heavy vocational work like construction and tank hauling. What made the F2000 truly revolutionary was its engineering quality. MAN emphasized structural strength, creating a durable chassis that resisted wear even after hundreds of thousands of miles. Fleet operators appreciated how well the engines held up with minimal maintenance, making the F2000 one of the most cost-efficient heavy haulers of the 90s. Many units ran well over 1 million kilometers without major failures, proof of MAN's legendary craftsmanship. Driver comfort was also a major highlight. The F2000 featured one of the most advanced cabins of the mid-90s, with improved ergonomics, air suspension seats, better insulation, and more intuitive layouts. It wasn't flashy, but it was incredibly solid, built to handle rough roads while keeping the driver comfortable. The MAN F2000's impact was global. It became popular in Europe, Africa, Russia, and the Middle East due to its ability to endure heat, cold, rough terrain, and overloaded conditions. Even today, it remains respected for its strength, engineering, and longevity. Few trucks captured 90s power as perfectly as the F2000. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz SK1850, 1990s. Before the Actros changed everything, Mercedes-Benz dominated the early to mid-90s with the SK series, and the SK1850 was the crown jewel of that lineup. Equipped with the legendary OM442 V8 engine, the SK1850 delivered immense torque and pulling power that made it one of the strongest trucks of the decade. This engine became a symbol of German engineering at its finest, reliable, durable, and capable of performing under extreme stress. The SK1850 wasn't just powerful, it was built like a tank. Mercedes constructed its chassis with reinforced steel, high-load suspension components, and a drivetrain designed to handle heavy industrial tasks. The truck thrived in challenging environments such as mountainous regions, cross-border transport in Europe, Middle Eastern desert routes, and harsh African road conditions. Wherever heavy loads had to be moved reliably, the SK1850 excelled. Drivers appreciated its power most during long climbs, where the V8 maintained strong performance even when fully loaded. The OM442's durability was unmatched. Fleet owners regularly reported these engines crossing the million-kilometer mark without major issues. This level of reliability made the SK1850 a favorite among transport companies that couldn't afford breakdowns. The interior was another strong point. Mercedes focused heavily on driver comfort, offering excellent seating, premium materials, effective insulation, and ergonomic controls. The cabin design reduced fatigue, making long-haul driving more manageable. This was at a time when many trucks still felt purely functional. Mercedes added refinement and comfort without compromising toughness. The SK1850 is remembered as one of the last true classic Mercedes V8 titans before the digital era began. Even today, these trucks remain in service around the world, proving how durable and powerful they were. The SK1850 wasn't just a truck, it was a symbol of 90s strength, reliability, and engineering excellence. Number 5. DAF95XF 1997. The DAF95XF launched in 1997 and quickly became one of the most advanced and powerful trucks of the late 90s. It represented a major transformation for DAF, combining high horsepower, rugged engineering, and exceptional driver comfort into a long-haul machine that competed with the best of Europe. The 95XF offered engine outputs up to 530 horsepower giving it a massive advantage in pulling power during an era when many trucks could barely reach 400 to 450 HP. The truck's powerful engines, especially the 530, were known for delivering smooth torque across a wide RPM band, making it ideal for climbing steep grades and handling oversized loads. This made the 95XF extremely popular among freight companies transporting heavy goods across Europe, especially in mountainous regions where engine performance was paramount. But the 95XF's power wasn't its only defining feature. The truck introduced significant improvements in aerodynamics, reducing drag and improving fuel economy, a major win for long-haul operations. Its cab design became a benchmark for comfort. DF focused on creating one of the quietest, most comfortable interiors of the decade. The XF cab featured a large sleeper, soft-touch materials, intelligent storage, improved insulation, and a dashboard layout created specifically to reduce driver fatigue. The 95XF quickly earned a reputation for reliability. Its engines were durable, its transmissions firm and predictable, and its overall build quality consistent. Transport companies appreciated that it delivered strong performance without demanding excessive maintenance. By the late 90s, the DAF 95XF became one of the top choices for international long-haul trucking, setting new standards for combining power with comfort. It shaped the next generation of DAF trucks and helped establish the company as a leader in European trucking. Number 6. Renault Magnum AE 1990. When the Renault Magnum AE debuted in 1990, it didn't just enter the trucking world, it shook it. This truck was unlike anything that came before. It looked futuristic, almost alien, with its flat-faced design, tall cab structure, and revolutionary flat-floor interior. At a time when most trucks had engine humps, tight spaces, and basic accommodations, the Magnum AE gave drivers something entirely new, a massive, walkable interior living space. For the first time in European trucking history, a driver could stand up comfortably inside the cab without bending their head. This alone redefined driver comfort during the 90s. But the Magnum wasn't just about comfort. It was a powerful machine built for serious long-haul work. Under the cab, Renault installed engines developed with Mack trucks, offering tremendous torque, durability, and consistent power output for long-distance European transport. The Magnum AE delivered performance that could pull heavy loads up mountain passes and maintain stable speeds across endless European motorways. Its engines were known for their deep, throaty roar and impressive endurance, making it a favorite among drivers hauling demanding freight. The Magnum's cab design improved aerodynamics in ways few trucks had attempted. The massive flat windshield offered a panoramic view of the road, while the squared-off edges created a distinctive silhouette that became instantly recognizable. Despite its boxy appearance, the Magnum managed airflow efficiently, improving fuel economy for fleets that previously relied on more old-fashioned designs. Inside, drivers experienced a level of comfort that felt almost luxurious for the early 90s. Storage spaces, sleeping arrangements, climate control, and visibility all were significantly better than many competitors. Drivers who lived their lives on the road described the Magnum as a rolling apartment, giving them freedom and comfort never seen before. Today, the Renault Magnum AE remains a legend of European trucking. Its bold design and unmatched innovation continue to influence modern trucks, proving that the Magnum wasn't just ahead of its time, it was a revolution. Number 7. Iveco EuroStar, 1990s. During the 1990s, the Iveco EuroStar emerged as one of Europe's heavy-duty champions. It became the backbone of long-haul fleets across the continent, thanks to its combination of raw power, reliability, and engineering finesse. At a time when manufacturers were still perfecting the balance between strength and efficiency, the EuroStar stepped forward with engines that delivered massive torque and stable performance even under extreme load conditions. Iveco equipped the EuroStar with powerful engines such as the Corsa series, which quickly earned a reputation for their incredible pulling force and fuel efficiency. These engines made the truck ideal for heavy-duty operations ranging from container logistics to machinery transport. The EuroStar had the muscle to conquer steep uphill climbs while maintaining fuel consumption figures that kept fleet operators satisfied, an impressive achievement for the era. The EuroStar also excelled in durability. Its chassis was reinforced to handle heavy loads without compromising ride quality. The truck could withstand intense labor across rugged terrains, long-distance travels across harsh climates, and constant daily usage. Its suspension system provided stability that long-haul drivers appreciated, especially during extended hours behind the wheel. But the EuroStar wasn't just mechanical power, it also focused on driver comfort. Iveco designed the interior to maximize usable space, storage options, and ergonomic ease. The cab offered a comfortable sleeper, a well-organized dashboard, and a noise-reduced environment that kept drivers alert and relaxed during long hauls. The combination of comfort and control made the EuroStar one of the most driver-friendly trucks of the decade. The truck's appearance also turned heads. It had an aerodynamic yet tough design, blending Italian aesthetics with industrial strength. It became a symbol of reliability across European motorways, earning the trust of transport companies that valued consistent performance. Today, the EuroStar is remembered as one of Iveco's finest achievements during the 90s, a truck that delivered power, durability, and comfort in a package that defined heavy-haul excellence. Number 8. Mack Superliner 2, 1990s. The Mack Superliner 2 stands as one of the most iconic American and Australian heavy-haul trucks of the 1990s. This truck wasn't designed for the average highway. It was engineered for the toughest jobs imaginable. From logging routes in the forests of Australia to oversized transport across the American Midwest, the Superliner 2 delivered the kind of brute strength few trucks of its era could match. At the heart of the Superliner 2's power was the legendary Mack E9 V8 engine. This monstrous power plant produced exceptional horsepower and torque, making it ideal for extreme workloads. The E9 was built like a tank, capable of handling stress levels that would break lesser engines. Operators trusted it to haul massive loads over long distances, through mountains, deserts, and rugged trails where reliability was non-negotiable. The Superliner 2's chassis was equally tough. It featured extra-thick frame rails, heavy-duty axles, and reinforced components designed to withstand thousands of hours of intense labor. This made it a favorite in industries where downtime meant massive financial losses. Whether carrying 100-ton road trains in Australia or hauling heavy machinery in North America, the Superliner 2 performed reliably even under brutal conditions. Despite its rugged strength, the truck offered a surprisingly comfortable cab. Mack designed it with driver-focused ergonomics, improved visibility, and shock-absorbing features to reduce fatigue. The interior wasn't luxurious, but it was functional, spacious, and built to keep drivers comfortable during long, difficult hauls. The Superliner 2 became a symbol of power during the 90s. Its muscular stance, bold styling, and unmistakable Mack Bulldog emblem made it instantly recognizable. It gained a loyal following among owner-operators who valued trucks that were built to last. Even today, restored Superliner 2 models are prized collectibles, cherished for their old-school power and toughness. It wasn't just a strong truck. It was one of the toughest machines ever to dominate the roads of the 1990s. Number 9. Western Star 5800, 1997. The Western Star 5800 arrived in 1997 as a bold step toward combining heavy-duty strength with improved aerodynamics. Western Star was known for building tough, handcrafted trucks tailored for demanding industries. But the 5800 demonstrated something new, a focus on aerodynamic engineering while still retaining Western Star's signature toughness. The 5800 could house powerful engines from Detroit Diesel, Caterpillar, and Cummins, giving it strong pulling performance suitable for long-haul and vocational use. These engines delivered high torque outputs that made the truck ideal for heavy freight, oversized loads, and rugged terrains. In the 90s, when fuel efficiency was becoming increasingly important, the 5800 provided a perfect blend of power and economy. One of the truck's standout features was its aerodynamically shaped hood and airflow-focused design. At a time when Western Star trucks were known for their boxy, muscular look, the 5800 introduced smoother lines, improved airflow management, and better fuel efficiency without compromising on the brand's durability. This shift made the 5800 a modern, forward-thinking truck compared to the rugged classic designs of earlier decades. The interior reflected Western Star's craftsmanship. The 5800's cab offered high-quality materials, comfortable seating, and a well-laid-out dashboard, giving drivers a premium experience during long-haul operations. Unlike many trucks of the era, Western Star allowed deep customization options, enabling operators to tailor the truck to their personal preferences and job requirements. The Western Star 5800 stood out in the late 90s because it balanced power with modernization. It represented a transition period where manufacturers were shifting from pure mechanical muscle toward more aerodynamic and efficient engineering. Yet, it remained tough enough to satisfy drivers in rough industries like mining, logging, and heavy transport. The 5800 is remembered today as one of the most forward-thinking trucks Western Star ever produced in the 90s, a machine that delivered modern power wrapped in classic toughness. Number 10. Volvo FH16, 1993. The Volvo FH16, introduced in 1993, quickly became one of the most powerful and advanced trucks not only of the decade, but of the entire modern trucking era. Volvo pushed the boundaries of engineering by offering engine outputs up to 520 horsepower, an astonishing figure for the early 90s. This made the FH16 the go-to choice for heavy-haul operators and long-distance logistics companies that demanded extreme strength and reliability. The heart of the FH16 was its massive 16-liter engine. Known for its exceptional torque, smooth performance, and durability, this engine allowed the truck to pull heavy loads up steep gradients with ease. Whether hauling timber in Scandinavia, machinery across Germany, or freight throughout the UK, the FH16 delivered performance that impressed even the toughest drivers. It was engineered to work hard every single day and survive the harshest conditions without complaint. But power wasn't the FH16's only advantage. Volvo also revolutionized safety and comfort. The FH series introduced advanced cab crash structures, improved aerodynamics, noise reduction, and ergonomic seating. The steering, suspension, and braking systems were designed with driver well-being in mind, helping reduce fatigue during long journeys. The truck was also one of the first to integrate advanced electronic systems that improved traction, braking control, and fuel efficiency. Volvo's focus on aerodynamics helped the FH16 slice through air more efficiently than many competitors, improving both speed and fuel economy. This made the truck not only powerful but also cost-effective, an important balance for transport companies. The FH16 became a symbol of modern heavy-haul trucking. Its combination of power, safety, innovation, and Swedish engineering excellence made it a legend on the road. Even today, many 1990s FH16s are still in service, proving just how durable and advanced this truck truly was. These trucks weren't just legends of the 90s, they were the trucks that set the standard for strength, capability, and durability for decades to come. Which 90s power icon is your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. If you love classic trucks, raw horsepower, and the machines that shape trucking history, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, the 90s didn't just build